I have four letters for you. BTFD. Buy the freaking dip. What does that mean? Let me tell you what that means. Go over a couple pricing where we at in the market scenarios. Okay? One of the things that has been found out, obviously, with any type of trading is people trade on emotions, but then there's usually patterns, fractal patterns, things that may happen or may occur. So things kind of repeat itself. So you go back in history, look back at 2015 bear market, and it looks very similar to what we have going on right now. So why is this going on? What happens? Well, I would say, in my personal humble opinion, the halvening, the splitting of the block reward, the splitting of how many coins are being minted or created, being mined, however you want to refer to it as, has an effect on the price. So if you go back in history and look at the past two times that Bitcoin has halved, respectively, it was 370 days and 320 days from a low point, I believe, to the next run up. And we're right around that situation right now with Bitcoin. The next time it's going to halve is going to be in May, late May of next year. So we got about roughly a year or so that basically signals that, hey, this is the bottom, the bottom's in, we're going to start going up from here for sure. So a year prior to that. Okay? So sometime, this is just my opinion, when we'll finally get out of this bear trend that Bitcoin is in, is probably going to be somewhere around May. Well, could be April, May, June, possibly July. Just depends on the timing, if you want to look at it that way. So somewhere between 370, 320 days prior to the halvening is the bottom of the bear market. I would say we're basically at the bottom. Now, if you've paid attention to the price of Bitcoin, the price has been slowly ticking up. It's like a clock. It goes tick tock, but then there's like a bad gear in there, and sometimes it likes to not keep going, right? But we're at some resistance points. So if you're not familiar with trading or how prices go, depending on where the price of an asset kind of stops, that usually means there was a correction. The price went up and then it kind of stops a little bit and hangs out there and then it goes up again. Okay, that's kind of what's going on right now. So I was just looking at the charts before I left real quick, and I see resistance obviously at 4,100. If you look across the board pretty much at different Bitcoin USD pairs, you'll see that right at that 4,100 mark, we hit it and then we came right back down yesterday. And now we're trying to get through it again today. It's been teeter-tottering around and we're heading into the weekends and nobody knows what goes on the weekends. Usually the bots are trading, so based off of what the bots see, the price could go up or down drastically. It could try to wipe out the longs and the shorts or whatever it's trying to do. So we get through to 4,100. I think 4,250 and 4,350 are the next two resistant levels, looking back across the chart from previous time in 2017 and probably most recently when we came down from the 6,000 level. But once we get through that 4,250, 4,350 mark, my intuition, or from what I've learned through people charting, there's not much resistance after that. I will tell you we will probably jump up to like 5,500-ish probably rather quickly. I mean, you're talking about Bitcoin moving $1,000 in a hurry. I would say over the course of a couple days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks tops. But I think you're going to see it move pretty fast. And I think we're going to get rejected, and I think we'll probably pull back down. And that's very similar to what happened in 2015 in that chart. And it's like anything else. Anything that goes up quick is going to have to correct. Any price action you see in any asset, almost always, I would say probably 90-95% of the time, at least from what I've seen and from what I've read about how assets trade, they're going to correct. So expect a correction when we go up. We're not just going to go from 4250 to 5500 and then smash through 6,000 levels and head right to 10,000. If that happens, whoa, I just don't see it happening. I really don't. So, what am I trying to tell you about all this? I'm telling you, you need to be accumulating right now. Don't worry about trying to catch Bitcoin at the bottom. Some of these other altcoins have been popping off. And I refer to kind of like popcorn kernels. So everything's, it was at the bottom and it's heating up and they're popping off. Okay, some things are taking off, whether it's news, whether they've just finally reached the bottom and people are saying, yeah, the price of that altcoin's at the bottom, I'm going to buy it now. So they start buying it and they get through some resistance levels, and now previous resistance becomes new support. So pay attention to that stuff. I'm sure you'll see, if you look at the chart, you'll see some of them are popping off. They're climbing on coin market cap as far as rankings, and it's interesting what's going on. But the one thing you got to do is keep the bar down. Don't get too excited. Don't get like too bummed out when it pulls back. But like I said, BTFD, buy the freaking dip right now. Accumulate. Okay, you getting any extra money? I mean, this isn't financial advice, but if you're investing in the crypto world, you might want to be accumulating right now. Because I think time-wise, somewhere towards the end of the year, I think we'll be sitting all right. Maybe looking back and saying, man, probably should have bought more back in February and March and April. Man, was I a big dummy. Okay? So pay attention to that stuff. Keep an eye on it. But like I said, the big thing here, BTFD, buy the freaking dip. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday here for me. So if you're watching this, have a great day, have a great morning, have a great evening, wherever you are. I got a busy weekend coming up, so we'll see you guys on Monday. Take care and peace.